Hello everyone, and welcome to my Update US Gossip channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Out of the Sister Wives cast, I believe Robyn Brown's character has changed the most. When did she become the villain she is now? Since her previous appearances on Sister Wives, Robyn Brown has undergone a significant transformation, which may be one reason why many viewers no longer favor her. Prior to 2010, I had exclusively watched reality TV shows that were more sensationalized. I had believed this to be the norm for reality TV until I watched Sister Wives, which completely shifted my perception. The first season of Sister Wives opened my eyes to the possibility of reality television being healthy. The journey of Kody, Mary, Janelle, Christine, and Robyn Brown felt authentic, even though their polygamous household was unconventional. I have been watching Sister Wives from the beginning and have enjoyed seeing the characters grow and change over the last 15 years. The dramatic nature of the show kept me hooked, particularly watching Kody navigate his responsibilities as a father of 18 children. Watching Mary, Robyn, Christine, and Janelle come to terms with their differences and interact with one another was also entertaining. However, in recent years, the show has begun to feel more tiresome. After Christine, Mary, and Janelle left Kody for good, the dynamic of the show shifted to become melancholic and somewhat pointless. Robyn is the person I have seen change the most in the past decade. Despite the fact that she is no longer likable, her accommodating behavior once made her a fan favorite. Robyn used to be one of Kody's most obedient wives, which is why I believe many viewers liked her. On camera, she appeared to be supportive and kind. Robyn was genuinely committed to the idea of polygamy. Robyn was liked by many Sister Wives viewers, including myself, because she maintained strong bonds with family members despite the drama that occurred on the show. She enjoyed being a part of Kody's large family and willingly took on responsibilities, such as helping raise the children of other wives. While other wives appeared somewhat jealous and calculating, Robyn seemed genuine and optimistic. She not only helped with children but also offered emotional support. She supported the idea of Mary launching B&B, proving herself to be an uplifting and reliable sister. Robyn was a significant source of emotional support for many members of the family, and I believe her kind personality was a major reason many viewers liked her so much. I believe that fans' perception of Robyn changed sometime during the pandemic. Viewers began to realize that Robyn wasn't as nice as she portrayed herself to be on camera, as evidenced by the fact that she never encouraged Kody to spend time with his other wives. Robyn had become the primary matriarch of the family, and I think she started to consider herself superior to the other wives. While the other wives did not receive the same level of privilege or love, I believe Robyn's behavior during the move to Las Vegas demonstrated that she prioritized her own needs over those of others. She began to have a greater influence on Kody's decisions, having a greater say in his choices. Using emotional statements, she put pressure on Kody to act quickly. Robyn's attempts to project her protective nature on the children exposed her manipulative nature. She also backed Kody's strict rules about the pandemic, probably because she liked that he gave her priority over his other wives. Fans have witnessed Robyn controlling and manipulating Kody for her own benefit in recent seasons, despite the fact that it is not necessarily unacceptable for her to make decisions that benefit her. However, this did tarnish the innocent image that she had maintained in front of the cameras for years. Discussions about her actions have taken place on social media as fans try to understand her motives. Recently, I came across an old Reddit post where fans talked about Robyn manipulating Kody in real time. A Redditor, at solidquestion3952, wrote, "Robyn manipulates Kody into thinking and saying what she wants. She does it with sympathy and sweetness." The fan cited several instances where Robyn used her sweet tone to reassure Kody that things weren't his fault, misleading and falsely boosting his confidence. Hundreds of fans liked the Reddit post discussing why Robyn controls Kody and shared their opinions. One comment that caught my eye was from @disastrouslinks546, who agreed to the observation and said, "She doesn't want him having any clarity about his behavior." Another comment stated, "He's trying to take some accountability and she just drags him back down." I think Sister Wives fans began to notice Robyn's conflicting personality a few years ago. realizing she may not be as nice as she portrayed. This realization may have marked the beginning of Robyn's transformation into a villain. Can Robyn change her sister-wife's narrative at this point? I think it will be very difficult for Robyn to repair her image now that all the other wives have left the family. If she had encouraged Kody to be a better husband to Mary, Janelle, and Christine and helped save their marriages, fans would have admired her. However, I believe Robyn prioritized herself over others, which is why it will be challenging for her to regain the likability she once had. I believe that Robyn will need to start by being more genuine and less tactical if she wants to improve her public image. I also believe Robyn needs to stop crying in front of the cameras, as viewers are tired of seeing her shed tears over minor issues. Robyn appears insincere when she cries during small arguments, earning her the nickname Sobin from fans. Robyn will face difficulties in enhancing her public image. She will need to mend relationships and be more engaged on social media. Christine, Mary, and Janelle have all developed a fan base thanks to their sincere updates. Robyn should do the same because it will help viewers of Sister Wives connect with her. In recent weeks, a growing chorus of Sister Wives fans has publicly accused Robyn Brown of orchestrating and staging her daughter's most poignant emotional moments on camera, an allegation that has spread across platforms from Reddit to IMDb and prompted heated debates over the authenticity of TLC's flagship family drama. IMDb. At the heart of the controversy is a particular scene in which Robyn's adopted daughter Brianna, eyes brimming with tears, solemnly declares that one of my biggest goals as a mother is to make sure all my kids have a good relationship with God, a line so perfectly delivered and precisely timed that viewers immediately questioned whether it reflected genuine feeling or a rehearsed script spoon-fed by Robyn herself. Reddit. Fans who have rewatched the sequence frame by frame point out that Brianna's head tilt, lip quiver, and dramatic pause all align too neatly with the cutting patterns of reality TV editing, complete with a slow zoom on her tearful face and swelling music cues, that collectively manufacture a tearjerker moment rather than organically capture a family's spontaneous exchange. Instagram. On Reddit's r/sisterwives and r/sisterwives fans, users have posted screen grabs and GIFs highlighting Robyn's exaggerated reactions, such as her rapid eye rolls and stiff smiles, immediately after her daughter's confessions, suggesting she was signaling to production or reacting to a cue rather than genuinely moved by her children's words. Reddit. One Redditor even claimed, "That smile Robyn gives right after the tears? Totally fake, it's like she remembered the cameras were rolling and switched back into performance mode," a sentiment echoed in dozens of comments that question whether the matriarch is coaching her girls to hit specific emotional beats for the camera. Reddit. Further fueling skepticism is a Facebook post in the Sister Wives fan group, where a user linked to a TLCnews.net article headlined "Sister Wives fans accuse Robyn Brown of staging daughter's emotional scenes," noting that similar criticisms had surfaced months earlier when fans dissected a different scene in which Aurora Brown appeared to recite a pre-written line about feeling grateful for the love in our blended family with uncanny polish, prompting accusations that Robyn had coached these girls beforehand for this fake storyline. Facebook. That post, which quickly garnered hundreds of reactions, cited not only the dialogue but also the surrounding production choices, such as the sudden shift to a wistful score and the isolated close-up on Aurora's face, as evidence that the scene was engineered for maximum emotional impact rather than authentic family interaction. Facebook. On Twitter, the hashtag staged sobs began trending after TV show's Ace tweeted a short clip of the contentious scene, accompanied by the caption, "Sister Wives fans are accusing Robyn Brown of staging emotional scenes after one clip resurfaced and it was really disturbing," a post that drew thousands of views and hundreds of replies from users weighing in on whether the tears were real or manufactured. Twitter. Many of those replies pointed to the uncanny synchronicity between the daughter's tearful confession and Robyn's immediate, perfectly composed, supportive mother gaze, arguing that genuine parental emotion is rarely so camera-ready and rehearsed. Twitter. Meanwhile, on Meta's Threads, a user reposted the TV show's Ace content with the comment, "Link in bio and swipe up for receipts, Robyn is directing these kids like a Broadway show," a quip that spawned over 200 likes and dozens of critical comments accusing Robyn of weaponizing her children's feelings for reality TV ratings. Threads. Another Threads contributor pointed out that Aurora and Brianna have, on multiple occasions, delivered confessions so polished they sound like audition monologues, raising questions about whether these young women are acting under their mother's direction rather than expressing their own unfiltered emotions. Threads. YouTube reaction videos have also jumped on the bandwagon, with at least one popular fan channel posting a side-by-side comparison of the emotional scenes in question and unrelated candid home video clips of Robyn's family, arguing that the disparity in tone and delivery is too stark to ignore, suggesting that the tearful moments are reshot, coached, and edited to fit a narrative that elevates Robyn as the sympathetic matriarch at the expense of genuine family dynamics. YouTube. Critics of the staging theory point out that reality television by its very nature relies on selective editing and producer prompting, and that Robyn's daughters could be sincerely emotional but simply exhibit an on-camera polish developed through years of participating in a televised family. IMDb. However, the persistence of these staging accusations, bolstered by repeated patterns across multiple episodes and seasons, has led many fans to conclude that Robyn is consciously leveraging her role and production influence to craft a redemptive narrative arc, using her children's emotions as props to elicit viewer sympathy. Reddit. This controversy taps into a broader conversation about the ethics of involving minors in reality television, particularly when their tears and confessions may be prompted by off-camera coaching rather than authentic expression. Child advocates have long warned that staging emotional scenes can blur the line between consent and manipulation, leaving young participants vulnerable to public scrutiny and emotional exploitation. Reddit. Fans have argued that if Robyn is indeed coaching her daughters, it raises serious questions about the emotional well-being of these children, who may feel pressured to perform on demand for the cameras rather than freely share their feelings in a safe environment. Facebook. TLC has not publicly addressed these specific allegations, but the network's history of staging scenes, acknowledged in past controversies involving other reality shows, adds credence to the fans' suspicions. Industry insiders note that producers often encourage cast members to replay conversations or reenact events to capture more dramatic footage, a practice that can result in scenes feeling more polished than authentic. IMDb. For her part, Robyn has maintained that her daughters' emotional moments are genuine reflections of their experiences, insisting in a brief Instagram story that "my girls are real, my love for them is real, and everything you see is from the heart," but fans remain unconvinced, citing the repeated patterns of perfectly timed tears, dramatic cutaways, and Mother of the Year soundbites as proof that what they are watching is as much performance as reality. Instagram. As Sister Wives continues its 19th season, viewers will undoubtedly be watching these family interactions with renewed skepticism, scrutinizing every emotional confession for signs of staging or manipulation. Whether TLC will respond to this mounting backlash or whether Robyn will alter her approach to avoid further controversy remains to be seen, but one thing is clear: fans are no longer willing to accept tearful moments at face value, and the debate over authenticity versus production has never been more heated in the world of reality television. Over the course of Sister Wives' long run, Robyn Brown's self-described ultimate plan, to become Kody Brown's unequivocal favorite wife, consolidate her children at the center of the Brown family, and secure both emotional and legal primacy, has spectacularly backfired. From the outset, Robyn positioned herself as the soft landing for a beleaguered patriarch, stroking Kody's ego and encouraging her own children to mirror that deference, all in service of becoming the favorite wife in a household of once equal partners. Showcase. Fans quickly grew suspicious of her motives, observing that while she publicly decried exclusion, she privately held herself apart, complaining of being shut out by Mary, Janelle, and Christine even as she entrenched her own children's access to Kody. Reddit. Robyn's insistence on referring to her brood as the Brown core family further alienated the original wives and their children, as viewers noted how the core comment effectively relegated the OG kids to peripheral status, exacerbating rifts rather than healing them. Screen Rant. Robyn's behind-the-scenes efforts to influence Mary's 2014 legal divorce, ostensibly to enable her own spiritual union with Kody to gain legal standing for adoption, have been publicly denied by Robyn herself, yet the controversy persists, with critics accusing her of coaching Mary to relinquish her legal marriage so Robyn could adopt her children under Nevada law, only to watch Mary later lament that she was played and used. People. Meanwhile, her vocal contentment with a purely spiritual marriage, claiming she never even wanted to be legally married to Kody, was meant to cast her as a selfless partner, but instead fed narratives of manipulation and opportunism, leading many fans to label her a two-faced hypocrite whose public pronouncements bore little resemblance to her behind-the-scenes maneuvering. IMDb. Perhaps most ironic is that Robyn's bid for monogamous security, hoping that being the lone wife would finally cement her position, has left her nearly as isolated as the three women who departed before her. Christine Brown's departure in 2021 and Janelle Brown's in 2022 were both, in part, reactions to Robyn's growing influence and Kody's preferential treatment toward her, demonstrating that her attempts to unify the family around herself had instead driven the other wives away. Soap opera spy. By season 19, Robyn found herself married to a man more resentful than enamored. Kody's own children, long frustrated by his neglect, openly criticize her for enabling their father's emotional distance and favoritism, a dynamic that has deepened the family's fractures rather than healing them. Exposé. Social media backlash crystallized the failure of Robyn's strategy. Reddit threads dissected her tearful confessions as overacted theatrics. YouTube commentators accused her of scripting her daughter's emotional scenes to elicit sympathy, and fan groups circulated memes lampooning her empty eyes and attention-seeking demeanor. Soap opera spy. Reddit. Rather than emerging as the beloved matriarch, Robyn now contends with a vociferous fanbase that views her as the architect of the Brown family's undoing, blaming her for the exodus of three wives, the estrangement of Kody's original children, and the collapse of the plural marriage experiment that once defined the show. Exposé. Financially, too, her plan has faltered. The stalled development of the Coyote Pass property, intended as a family compound, has become a symbol of her failed bid for domestic unity, and with Mary and Janelle threatening legal action over their investments, Robyn's dream of a harmonious estate under her stewardship lies in ruins. Soap opera spy. Even Robyn's most ardent supporters have begun to question whether her pursuit of favorite wife status was worth the cost of genuine familial connection, as Kody himself admits that his marriage to her has devolved into a power game that leaves him more alone than ever. People. In the end, Robyn Brown's ultimate plan, to secure Kody's unwavering devotion, to cast herself and her children as the undisputed core of the family, and to bind the Browns together under her guidance, has backfired at every turn. She stands as the sole survivor of a plural marriage that collapsed, isolated by the very alliances she sought to forge, and burdened by a reputation for manipulation that eclipses any goodwill she might have earned. What was meant to be her crowning triumph has instead become a cautionary tale of how power, when pursued at the expense of genuine empathy and equity, can unravel even the most carefully constructed strategies for control.